You think you know sloths? Think again. This isn't your typical slow-motion documentary. Prepare to be amazed as we unveil the unbelievable story of a sleepy sloth whose world was turned upside down, leading to an extraordinary and action-packed journey through the heart of the vibrant jungle. You won't want to miss seeing this creature become an unwitting adventurer. Deep in the heart of the Amazon, where the air hums with the buzz of a million tiny wings, and the canopy paints the ground in shifting shades of green, lived a sloth named Sid. Now, Sid was a sloth. His life moved at the speed of a slowly ripening mango. His daily routine: wake up, nibble a leaf, blink a few times, have a nap, maybe yawn, and then settle in for a good night's sleep, which looked a lot like his day-long nap. For Sid, excitement was finding a particularly juicy hibiscus flower. The jungle moved around him, a whirlwind of color and sound, but Sid remained perfectly, contentedly still. One sunny afternoon, as Sid was enjoying his fifth nap of the day, something rather unusual happened. A mischievous toucan with a beak as bright as a sunset was juggling Brazil nuts high above. 1, 2, 3, oops! The toucan fumbled and a particularly large nut tumbled down, bonking Sid right on the head. Sid's eyes flew open. The world for a moment seemed to spin faster than he'd ever seen it move. Disoriented, he lost his usually firm grip and began a slow, comical tumble through the branches. He flopped from one giant leaf to another like a fuzzy green beanbag, finally landing with a soft thump on a bed of moss at the foot of his home tree. For the first time in his life, Sid was on the jungle floor. This was a world he'd only ever glimpsed from above. Giant ants marched in disciplined lines, iridescent beetles scuttled past like living jewels, and the flowers smelled 100 times stronger. It was overwhelming, loud, and frankly, a bit too fast-paced for Sid's liking. He just wanted to get back to his favorite branch. But looking up, his tree seemed impossibly tall. He sighed a long, slow sound and began his epic journey, the 100-foot trek back home. It was an adventure he never asked for, but one that was about to change his life. His first challenge was a stream, bubbling and gurgling with what Sid considered alarming speed. He'd never swum before. As he hesitated, a wise old capybara, soaking serenely, called out, "Just take it slow, little fella, one paddle at a time." Following the capybara's advice, Sid tentatively dipped a clawed hand in the water. It was cool and refreshing. He doggy paddled across, his movements ungraceful but effective. On the other side, he felt a strange new sensation: pride. He, Sid the Sloth, had crossed a mighty river. Well, a stream, but it felt like a river to him. Next, a troop of noisy howler monkeys blocked his path, chattering and swinging wildly. They laughed at his slow pace. "You'll never make it before the next rainy season," one screeched. Sid felt his cheeks flush. He wanted to tell them off, to shout that being slow was just fine. He took a deep breath, ready to squeak in protest, but what came out surprised everyone, especially himself. It wasn't a squeak, it was a roar, a small, slightly wheezy roar, but a roar nonetheless. The monkeys stared, stunned into silence, before bursting into applause. Sid had found his voice. Energized by his newfound roar and the confidence it brought, Sid continued his journey. He met a jaguar who taught him how to blend in with the shadows, and a column of leaf-cutter ants who showed him the most efficient route. He was still slow, but now his slowness was purposeful, observant. He noticed things the faster animals missed: a hidden patch of sweet berries, the way a vine curled just right for a perfect handhold. When he finally reached the base of his tree, he wasn't the same sloth who had fallen. He climbed steadily, confidently, his roar echoing softly through the leaves. Reaching his favorite branch, he looked out at the jungle, no longer just a green blur, but a world of friends and adventures. And as he settled in for a well-earned nap, he smiled. He was still Sid the Sloth, but now he was also Sid the Adventurer, the roarer, the king of his own slow and steady jungle. Thanks for joining Sid on his incredible journey. If you love this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing tales from the wild. We'll see you in the next video.